What is up, guys? It is Fatty P with Fatty Financials here, back with another episode. This is week 3 of my financial journey, and the subject of today's video is just going to be where I'm at right now, what I've been trying, and what my next steps are going to be. Now, you might be thinking, Fatty, you are looking rather dapper. And you would be correct, sir, because I just got back from a stripe fest at the golf range today. As you can see here, nothing has really changed from last week's video. Other than the cash flows down here, you might notice that the YouTube channel is not the only one down here. I've decided to try this app called FREECASH and have made less than $20 in this app. Now, you might be thinking, Fatty P, that is not a lot of money. And sir, you are correct. That is not a lot of money. And so I've decided to do a review, honest review on FREECASH and my thoughts on the app and experience over the last couple weeks. First and foremost, I want to say that this FREECASH app is free, and all of the apps that they have you try are also free. What I will say is that the app that I tried specifically, which is Disney Solitaire, took me an insane amount of time to even make around $20. I wish I could pull up my screen time for you guys to give you a little glimpse of how much time I actually put into this app in order to generate this income. But unfortunately, my data doesn't show that because I deleted the app off of my phone. But I will explain my thoughts and opinions on FREECASH and whether or not it is a pump or a dump. First, you cannot withdraw unless you make over $25. And in order to make over $25, you need to dump an insane amount of hours into this game. I put so much time into this just to generate around $20, and I still can't withdraw it. Their plan is to get you to pay for in-app purchases in order to make the process a lot quicker, but the milestones also have a deadline, and so if you don't hit those milestones, they start to fall off, and once they fall off, you cannot get them again. So after you miss those first couple deadlines, it only becomes harder to hit the next deadline. So I've decided to stop using FREECASH because it is a dump for me. It is not a viable way to generate income, in my opinion. It takes way too long to even make a little bit of change, and so your pay per hour is very, very, very low. I will say one pro is that you can play any of these games anytime, and even if you log on the app, they still have a repeating bonus. So if you log on consecutively, they'll give you, 10 cents here, 12 cents here, and you can possibly make your way up to the $25, which is going to be my plan. I plan to at least get the first $25 and then withdraw it and then completely delete this app off of my cash flow because, again, this is not a viable way to generate income. If I'd rate it 1 out of 10, with 10 being a gold mine and 1 being absolute crap, this would probably be about a 1.5, maybe a 2. You can still generate a little bit of cash here and there, and it is somewhat passive. So if you're sitting on a train or waiting for an airplane, something like that, you can play these games and try to hit some of the deadlines to generate a little bit of money. As a viable source of cash flow, this is not going to work long term, and so I have decided to discard this one. Now, with that being said, I wanted to let you guys know what my next steps are going forward. I've decided to try this app called Rover. If you're not familiar with what Rover is, it is a platform where people with pets can hire you to watch them for days or a week or however long they need someone to watch their pet. I thought this was a great way to earn a little bit of income because my girlfriend and I are moving into a bigger house here in about 20 days. This house has about 500 more square feet, and it's 2 stories. So it's going to be a great option to host, say, smaller dogs or maybe some cats. I have 3 cats myself, and so that might not be the best option. It probably will just be a variety of dogs. FREECASH actually led me down to this next cash flow after I decided to discard FREECASH. I'll be trying that once we get into our new place again in about 20 days or so. In the meantime, I'm just going to start thinking of some things I might be doing after Rover because it isn't something that is very time consuming. I'll be looking for things that, can generate a little bit more income the more time I put into it. That is it for today's video. I wanted to keep it short and sweet because these are weekly uploads and I don't want to drag them too long. I just wanted to give you an idea of where I'm at right now, what I have been doing in the meantime, and where I am looking to go next. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. Also, drop a comment if you guys have an idea of something that I should try next. I'm always open to hear what you guys suggest. So please, if you have an idea, drop it down in the comments, or if you have something that's working for you, throw that in the comments as well. I would love to hear about your guys' stories. If you like the content so far and you've loved the journey so far, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you won't miss another upload. It helps me, it helps grow this YouTube channel. In order for me to start making a little bit of income, I need to hit 500 subscribers. So if you're enjoying the journey so far, consider subscribing and throw on those notifications to support me in that way. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.